Everyone thinks pagan worship was loose and chaotic, that pagans were wild, undisciplined, bringing disorder into the early church. They have it completely backwards. 1 Kings 18. Elijah challenges the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel. These prophets danced around their altar from morning till noon, shouting, "Baal, answer us." Nothing happened. So they cut themselves with swords and spears until their blood flowed, from noon until evening. That's pagan worship. Desperate, bloody, exhausting, and extremely rigid. The rule was universal. The bigger the god, the bigger the sacrifice required. Micah 6 captures this. Shall I come before the Lord with burnt offerings? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000 rivers of olive oil? Shall I offer my firstborn for my transgression? This is the pagan economy of religion. Everything costs something. Humans sacrifice to gods to earn favor. In Acts 14, when Paul healed a crippled man, the priest of Zeus immediately brought bulls and wreaths to offer sacrifices. Automatic response. That's how religion works in pagan minds. But here's where everything changes. And God has been saying this from the beginning. Genesis 15:6. Abram believed the Lord, and he credited it to him as righteousness. Abraham just believed, and God declared him righteous. No sacrifice required first, just faith. Then look at the Sabbath in Exodus 20, the sign of God's covenant with Israel. What does it require? Nothing. Literally do nothing. Rest. God is saying, I don't want your works. But Israel couldn't leave it alone. They started bringing sacrifices under trees on the Sabbath. They had to add something because rest alone felt insufficient. This is the human pattern throughout Scripture. God says just believe or just rest, and we say surely there must be more. Deuteronomy 12. Do not worship the Lord your God in the way these nations worship their gods. Stop looking at how pagans worship and thinking that's what I want. Hosea 6:6. For I desire mercy, not sacrifice, and acknowledgement of God rather than burnt offerings. Micah 6:8. What does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Justice, mercy, faithfulness, not transaction, transformation. Matthew 23:23. Jesus confronts the Pharisees. You give a tenth of your spices but have neglected the more important matters, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former. Don't do religious rituals without remembering what actually matters. Then comes the gospel, the scandalous announcement that breaks every rule of pagan religion. Romans 5:8, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Ephesians 2:8-9, by grace you have been saved through faith, not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works. Isaiah 55:1, come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come buy and eat. Buy with no money, God sacrifices for you instead of you sacrificing to God. From a pagan's perspective, this made no sense. What God would sacrifice for their people? Everyone knows you have to earn divine favor. This is why they mocked Paul at Athens in Acts 17. Christianity wasn't too restrictive for pagans, it was dangerously free. But even today, we still don't understand this. I'm not ready to give my life to God yet. I need to clean up my life first, quit my habits, get rid of my vices, then I'll be worthy. That's still the pagan mindset, still trying to bring a sacrifice worthy enough to approach God. God doesn't want your cleaned up life as payment. He wants your broken heart now, and He will transform it. He wants your pursuit of justice, mercy, and faithfulness, and He'll work that in you, not demand it from you first. Christianity is dangerously free. Not free from righteousness, free from the transaction. Not free from holiness, free from the requirement to achieve it before you come. Free to love. Free to show mercy. Free to pursue justice. Free to come as you are and let God make you who you're meant to be. That's the gospel that turned the pagan world upside down 2,000 years ago, and it's the gospel we're still trying to turn into a transaction today. Stop. Come as you are. God desires mercy, not sacrifice.